everybody, it's Yolanda here from Empowered Parenting. I thought I'd try this little Facebook little tag or view or whatever they call it. I thought I'll keep this dense topic on judgment slightly lighter by choosing this funny neon frame. Anyway, talking about judgment, it is a big topic, guys, and I've been doing work on this, and because I work with emotions and energy a lot, I do a lot of work on this with my own self and with almost every client that I work with. This is a big one. Once we shift this, we really have the opportunity to tap into our own greatness. So what is judgment really? Where does it come from, and what need is it meeting? So judgment really allows us to feel self-righteous. It allows us to feel like we are superior to others, and it really is our own ego's need. And as we do this, as we choose to judge, and as we feel judged even, just looking at our need to feel to judge. So as we judge, we're meeting our ego's need for self-righteousness, to be right, to feel superior. But we don't realize that as we do this, we are focusing on what's wrong with the other person, and we are allowing ourselves to feel anger. And where focus goes, energy flows. As we feel these emotions, it's actually detrimental to us, which we don't recognize or don't realize. So realizing what's really happening within us as we're choosing to feel this emotion is key. And if it is true that this is our ego's need to feel right, so right now we haven't really reached to the other person or the other persons involved, so I'll cover that. So yes, there might be trillions of reasons why that person needs to be judged, or that person is wrong and doing wrong. But really coming back to us and our need to be right and be superior, and how we can meet this need genuinely without going down this spiral of needing to put somebody else or another person or group of people down, especially with all the political stuff that's going on. How many people are so resentful against Dan Andrews, eh? I'm even afraid to say it here because I know how judged I'll be about that. But guys, really, let's think about it. As we feel these emotions, as we feel these negative emotions, those negative emotions are really affecting us. So let's be aware of that. And how can we choose to see or think about this differently? So the important aspects I want you to take away from this is choosing your focus, because where you focus is the emotion you're putting within yourself. The next thing is choosing compassion. How can we choose compassion? When we realize the real truth of the matter is that people are only doing, or people who doing the wrong things, or who have done you wrong in your life, really were only doing the best thing that they could given the knowledge and the life experiences they had. Another way you can look at this is that if this person hurt you, it really hurt. People who hurt are people who are hurting. So hurt people hurt people. So I encourage you to really see if there's any way you can choose to feel compassion instead of feeling judgment, because this will benefit you. Compassion is a beautiful emotion that we can choose to feel and feel good about ourselves as we feel it. The next thing I ask you to think about is, instead of choosing to be judgmental or being judging, knowing that or recognizing that it's really the ego's need to make us feel right, why not we choose to focus on being the best version of ourselves, because then we can genuinely feel good about ourselves. And as we focus our attention on ourselves and being the better version of ourselves by pushing past our comfort zone, doing things that make us feel good, choosing to focus on activities that make us feel more loving. And my favorite question is asking myself, what would you love, my lovely, in this moment? and then choosing that. So choosing actions that come from a space of love, so I can shift the focus to myself. Because judgment has a very dense emotion around it, and it's very detrimental to ourselves. I'm not saying that the other person is wrong or right. What I'm saying is choose to see it in a different way, because when you do, you are able to feel good about yourself. So emotions are key. And why I bring this up is because we see this a lot in parenting too. How often do we judge our kids for not doing more or doing enough or doing better? So often we can pass that judgment on to them, but really it comes back to ourselves, because we will find that as we do that, where are we judging ourselves for not being the parent we really want to be? So let's take that focus back. Let's work on areas that lift us up and lift our kids up as well in the process. Because going down the spiral, and we're so programmed, guys, we're all really programmed to do this. It's the way we were raised, it's the way we believe society thinks is the right way to do things, but really it's detrimental. Think about it. It is detrimental to you, detrimental to your kids, detrimental to your environment. I'll also bring about, there's so many families where the moms and dads are resentful to each other, or parents have separated. The emotion of judgment we can feel towards each other in a relationship, or even being the parents of our kids, is so detrimental to our kids. And recognizing that this emotion doesn't serve us, and asking ourselves where and how can we choose to think differently, is really key. And if you are interested in what I'm sharing, I will be teaching you how to shift emotions, because this is what we need to do for ourselves. Shift emotions, because this is the best way we can serve our kids and our families too. And this is what I'm doing on my half-day workshop